everyone, this is Mei Yu and welcome to Tutorial Thursday. Many of you have been suggesting for another easy manga Disney princess drawing, and I think it'll be fun to draw an anime manga Rapunzel. If you want to see easier drawings, you can see my Fun to Draw Easy Cute playlist. For more easy manga drawings, you can see these, and for more detailed anime manga tutorials, you can see this playlist. I hope my different art can expand your creativity and drawing skills in different ways. Okay, so first, let's start with Rapunzel's face. I'm starting with a line. I'm going down at an angle. Now curve out slightly for the cheek on this side. And I'm going down towards her pointy little chin. Okay, so right around here. Now I'm going to curve back up like that. And near here, let's draw a little ear. Oh, that rhymes. Okay, so we have this ear. I'll draw a little line like that, followed by a wavy line to show the inside part of the ear. Okay. Now once we have the basic outline of the face, let's go into the details. So I'll start with a nose right around here. I'm drawing a small curve going out and then a short one going in. So this is a very simple way to draw a typical anime or manga character's nose. Okay, once we have the nose, leave a little gap and go under here for her mouth. I think for this tutorial, let's have her with a big smile. So I have this curved line. And then let's go down towards the chin. And then let's draw another line going the other way. So now we have the triangle shape for the mouth. And you'll notice that I did leave a little gap down here. Some anime and manga characters do have their mouths styled like this. So I think for this tutorial, I'll do the same thing. Let's draw a little curve for the tongue. Make that gap a little bit smaller. There we go. Okay, once we have the nose and mouth, let's go into the eyebrow up here. Okay, so we have a curve followed by a second curve underneath to show the thickness of the eyebrow. And for the eye, let's leave a gap underneath and draw a curve. I like to make this curve quite thick. So I drew another curve underneath and let's just shade this part in to make it really nice and dark. Okay, once we have this, let's go down, so leave a big gap and go down towards the bottom part of the eye. So like that. Okay. For her iris, let's draw a big line going down, connecting the two parts of the eye. And I'll draw another smaller line on this side. Alright, now for the details inside the eye. For the highlight in this tutorial, I think I'll do something special. Let's dot the spot right there. And then from this dot, I'll turn this into a pretty heart. I think making the highlight as a heart shape is going to make this drawing look extra special and cute. And something a little bit different. So we have the little heart here, and underneath the heart, let's draw the oval for the pupil. Let's make it dark, because the pupil is the darkest part of the eye. Okay. And I'll shade the area on top of the highlight, so that really brings out the whiteness of the highlight. I'm going to make this tiny bit smaller. There we go. Okay, now for the surrounding area, the iris, I want to do a little bit of the shading like this. So I started up here really dark, and then I'm working my way down, and I'm drawing these lines with a white gap in between them. So this is very similar to how I shade in my Fun to Draw characters' eyes in my other tutorials. So I like to start really dark here, and then as I go down, I'll just draw these little lines. And the lines will get shorter and shorter, and they'll have more and more of a gap between them as I go down. But for the bottom part of the eye, I don't have to do anything. I just want to leave it like that. Okay, so this is one way to do a very cute anime or manga character's eye. Let's draw some pretty eyelashes. Okay, so I have a few there. And now we have one eye done. Let's go into the other side. Okay, so I have the eyebrow. Let's make this a little bit longer just to make it match more. There we go. And then for the upper part of the eye, I'll just make a curve like this. But of course, because her head is kind of tilted or angled towards one side, everything on this side of the face would be bigger than that side. Okay, so that's why this line here is a bit more curved compared to this one. Okay, now let's make this thicker. Okay, let's leave a gap, go all the way down. And then draw the lines for the other eye. If you want to learn how to draw different faces and different anime manga characters with their different eyes, you can see my other tutorials, and I hope they really help you see how to change different shapes or certain proportions to get different effects. And I hope that helps you guys create your own anime and manga characters. Okay, so we have the outline of the eye. Let's go into the details. So again, let's draw the cute heart for the highlight. Underneath we have the oval for the pupil. Let's make it dark. Okay. Shade in this area, and then do a little bit more shading coming down the side. Okay, once we have the iris and the pupil, let's go up here into the lashes. Okay, so we have our beautiful eyes, and I do want to do something for the cheeks. I like how some anime manga characters have these little lines sometimes in their cheeks. I think that's very cute. So I think for this tutorial I'll add a few of my own. Okay, make this chin a little bit rounder. There we go. And now for her hair. So she's got lots of beautiful hair. For this tutorial, I'm going to draw her hair when she had it all in like a braid and she had these beautiful flowers in there. But I'm not going to draw all the different details because I want to make this drawing simpler so more of you can follow along. So this is how I'm going to summarize some of the designs. I'll pick a spot right here, and then from this dot I'll go up and I'll draw another line, another curved line going closer to the head. So this part is the part of her hair that's kind of swept up and around. Okay, now make another line just coming down to meet the back of the ear. And I'll draw a little bit of the underside of this piece of hair. Okay, before I continue with this area of the head, let's add a beautiful flower. So I'm going to start with a little circle for the inside. And then let's make the petals quite big. So I'm just using these big curves for the petals. Like that. She's got a lot of cute little flowers, but I think I'll just summarize some of these so more of you can follow along. So I'm drawing another smaller flower here for variation. And then I'll draw maybe a little bit of a leaf poking out, because when I start to color it, then this will give me more color variety. And I have a little leaf on the other side. Okay, so once we have these, now we can continue with the hair. Make this a little bit longer. Let's go into this side. Let's draw a little curve going the other way. And then from this area, I'll draw another curve to show that she's got lots of hair on both sides of her head. Break some of that empty space up with some of these lines for texture. So I have 2 and 2. Okay, I'll draw some more little lines coming from behind the ear. And now for the neck. I'm going to draw the neck first before I get into the back part of the hair, because the back line will come down and then it's going to go around the neck and then out as the long braid. So I think let's draw the neck first, starting from a line from behind the ear. And I'll just draw a short little graceful line like that, followed by another line. Let's pick the spot, maybe right around here, like that. Okay, once we have the neck area, now let's go up here. I'm going to take my pen and draw a big curve just going around and stopping right around this area. So like that. And she's got lots of hair, so let's draw another big curve like this. So this hair would eventually become a big braid that just comes out. So from this area, I'll summarize the braid details. So this is how I'll draw a simple braid. So I have a curve and another curve. I'll draw, basically just repeat that. So another 2 curves. Another 2 curves. And another 2 curves. Okay. Now it looks like just a bunch of curves right now. To make it look more like it is an actual braid with hair, let's draw some little texture lines inside. Not too long because I will be adding some flowers as well. But these texture lines will really help make it look like it is hair. Like that. If you want to learn how to draw more detailed braid, you can see my Manga Elsa tutorial. Okay, so we have the little lines in here. For the flowers, let's continue. So we have 2 up here, let's make another one. Maybe here. I like to draw these flowers here and there because it makes it look like she has flowers all around her hair. Okay, now we have that. Let's draw another one, maybe right here. Here's a cute small one. And maybe on this side, it's right here, and it's a little bit on an angle. Another flower right here. Maybe with a little leaf. And the bottom braid in this drawing, let's draw another flower like that. Okay, so just something nice and simple. Let's add a few more lines in the hair. Okay, so we have her head and her hair. Now for the body. Let's draw a little bit of her dress, and I'll summarize her details for this easy manga tutorial. So I have her shoulder as a little circle, and she does have these little stripes. So I'm just going to draw 2 of them. And then for here, for this area, this is going to be where her front comes down. So let's draw a line here. And then just draw the front as a curve. It curves out and then it goes back in. Okay, before we draw her back, let's draw the arm going down from the circle. Like that. And then now we can imagine the back comes around and then it can go down at an angle right around here. So these 2 lines are going towards her waist. Now for her part of the dress, in the opening, let's draw a nice elegant looking V shape. And I'll add these little curved lines to make this edge look like it's a frilly edge. The inside part of her dress would have lace going in like a crisscross fashion. So I'm drawing these 2 sides first, and I'll simplify the lace so more of you can follow along. So a simple way to draw the lace is to draw a diagonal line, followed by another one going the other way. And they cross in the middle. And I'll do that one more time down here. There we go. Okay. I'll draw a little bit of the other arm on the other side, just a line going down, plus a little detail by the base of the neck. I like to do that just to give my drawing more realism. So just this little area right here. Okay, excellent. One more thing I want to do before I show you how to color her, and that is to draw a little shadow underneath her face. So just by drawing this shadow, you really make the face look like it's coming out towards the viewer more. And this shadow makes this area look more dimensional in 3D, and that's a good way to add more realism to your art. Okay, so we are done drawing Anime Manga Rapunzel, and now I'm going to show you how to color her with Copic and Pro Markers. Alright, for this tutorial I'm going to be using my Copics and Pro Markers and other markers to show you how to color her. So first, let's begin with her skin. So this is my Copic marker. I'm going to use my brush tip. And basically I just want to go into the different areas. Now sometimes, especially in my Fun to Draw tutorials, I like to outline the area first with the color before I color in the whole thing, because I think that gives me more control with the coloring. But I think for this tutorial, and with this pen, or this kind of marker, I think I'll just color in the whole thing as I go. So there are different ways to color your different drawings. It depends on what you think works best for you or for the drawing of that particular drawing. Okay, so as you can see, I drew the border for the white of the eye with the marker and not with my Sharpie as I was drawing it. I think just by having it like this, without the black outline, makes the drawing look more natural. Okay, so I have her face all colored going into the body. Okay, once I have the skin, I'm going to use my yellow marker to go into the hair. Such a nice, bright, pretty yellow. And I'll go into all of her beautiful hair, like that. Many of you have been asking for another easy manga anime Disney princess. Please share in the comments below who is your favorite Disney princess. Okay, now I have her hair. Let's go into her dress. And I'm going to use this pretty lilac for the sleeve. And I'll go into the body. This pretty pink color. So I'm going into the pink stripes. Now I'm going to the sleeve. And then into the center part of her dress. And then into the other sleeve on that side. And while I have my pink out, I'll get in the tongue too. Okay, so that's her mouth. Now I have a very bright, hot red. So that's the other inside part of the mouth. Now let's color in her beautiful eyes. So this is my Copic marker. It's a lovely light green. So I'll color in the iris. And then I'm gonna layer another color on top. This is a pro marker. So this is like a nicer, a little bit darker green, like that. I'll layer the darker green on top of the light so you get more depth in the eye. Okay. So we have that one all colored. Now let's go into this eye. Just layer the darker green on top. There we go. And now for the flower. So this flower, I think I'll leave white, but I do have like a gold color for the center. Now I'm going to use a light blue and just very gently just go around one side of each petal so it looks like it's finished, but it's still quite white. Okay, so that's pretty white flower. I'll get in some light blue just for the tops of the white part of the eye for the shadow. So just going across here, just on the white area on top for each eye. There we go. Okay, so that makes the eye look more realistic. And then for the other parts in her hair, I have my light green again. Let's go into the leaves. So now I have a little bit of green in the hair. And I think that really brings out the colors in the hair. Because we have more color variety. Okay, so going in with the darker green. And for the flowers themselves, just choose nice, pretty, bright colors like this red. I I have a nice bright purpley color. So I think I'll color in this flower with that. This is a dark purple. I think I'll use the other side so I can get more color in. There we go. That's a nice contrast with this dark purple and her bright hair. Okay, maybe I'll color this last one the same color. I have this nice turquoise color. Let's color this part in. And then I think for this flower, because we have these two cooler looking flowers, I want this one to be really bright and warm looking. So I have my red color again. Fill it in. And then I'll take my gold and color in their centers. And her up. Okay, so we have all the colors laid out. I think for the hair, I want to go over it with my gold just to give it some more depth. So I'm going into areas where the hair meets and joins and giving it more color variation. And this is also really good to show dimension too. Okay, so we have this golden look for the hair. Let's spread some more gold in the different areas of her hair. Okay, one final thing I want to do to this drawing. I have my blush, Copic. I just want to go around parts of the face and give those areas a little bit of a shadow with this slightly darker color. So just on this one side of her face and inside her ear. Underneath the eyebrow a little bit, right at the nose. And then just right here on the neck. Thanks for supporting art and my Fun to Draw channel with your likes, subscribes, and by telling your friends about Fun to Draw. I hope this tutorial helped you, and I'll see you next time. There you go. Many of you have been asking me to draw myself. I think I'll be fun to draw. I'll do that on a Fun Friday in the near future. Check back often to see. Learn how to draw and color more beautiful cartoons with my Fun to Draw eBooks and my Fun to Draw apps. They make great gifts for birthdays and holidays. Links are in the video description.